I mean, you guys already know I'm like a crime scene forensic specialist, crime scene investigator. What the heck? What's going on here, man? Swimsuit edition. This thing. What's going on here? Alright. So, I wanted to say before we begin. The ocean, you can't even. I wanted to say before we begin. Kids, don't try this at home. Adults, think about safety first. Think about that before you begin an exposure therapy regimen. Got to think about safety first. Thank you for hanging, and hope you enjoy the show. Chowderhead.
Therapy is in session.
Okay. Exposure therapy. And you got to take off the glasses. They got to see the eyes. It's kind of like the Joker says with the knife. I like a knife. I like a knife. The person's going to show you who they really are with a knife. You got to see the eyes. So I'm going to take you. This dock yesterday was 10 times windier than this. I can't swim. I don't even think I can swim. The last time I swam, I doggy paddled like a kid. I could barely see with the sun here. I might need the glasses. Just to make it to the end, I'm going to show you where I'm going. Also, no hat. I've always wear a hat since like trauma, since a kid. Always feel like a safety net. So we got no hat. I can't swim. What else? No glasses. We're going to go now and we'll discuss exposure therapy. Alright, I got to put the glasses on. It's sunny. Howdy, see you on the flip side. I kid you not. This was scary as hell yesterday. Yeah, but the further you go, see, exposure therapy is like you take something that makes you feel anxiety or danger, and I'm starting to see like tunnel vision, especially looking at the camera while walking. Yesterday was so windy. I made it to this bench right here. I sat down. Let me just show you what I experienced with the wind blowing dangerously, and the tide was high. The tide was all the way up, and the whole thing was wet here, so it was slippery. I'm sitting here like this, and it's all windy, like the wind was blowing enough to blow you over. And I sat down here. I'm like, I ain't going any further. Today we lucked out. But you got to think logistically. I mean, they have this like this so that people can walk out here and enjoy that. I guarantee you, people come out here, the soccer moms with their baby strollers. They come all the way. I say I'm having a hard time even turning the dang corner. I thought that was someone. Dang, shouldn't I make it to the end though? I think this is good enough. Look at that. You want me to go to the end, don't you? Whoa, I'm starting to get a little, like my walking isn't sturdy. I'm starting to get a little stumbly. I know my boy, shout outs to the island girl and the Mikey boy. You're probably getting nervous to see me walking out here. Although if I did die, now we talk about that topic. The Reaper. See, I just don't want my body out in the ocean. See, it's getting windy. I can't believe I even made it here. I'm gonna have a panic attack. I liked it, that thing's there. I feel safer. See, you could tell this crazy fallen angel that's been 280 million years old, dang, been through hell, even been in hell. This human world is kicking my butt though, man. Never felt such eternal anxiety. Exposure therapy, we're going to talk about it right now. I hope you like See, it's getting windy now. I feel like Jaws is gonna pop out and eat me and I'm gonna be bitten in half, but that would be a quick death. We'll talk about that. Alright, over and out. Okay, steady does her. Get her done, steady does her. We talked about the no glasses, but it's a little too sunshiny. I can't believe I made it out this far. I could barely see you. Alright, exposure therapy. See, you take something that feels like it has a danger, but maybe it's not too dangerous. But see, this one, yesterday with the wind blowing, I couldn't have done this, man. I didn't have my camera. But for YouTube, people that know me, I would have did it for YouTube, man. Because now that I'm all the way out here, I don't think I could swim back. I told you I doggy paddled. I jumped when I was a kid. This is like over 20 years ago. I swam like over 20 years ago. I jumped in head first to do a dive, and it was like I nailed my head and I heard the spine. I could still remember it made a noise. I was never able to swim after that, man. I doggy paddle. When I have a panic attack. Now, see, that's the whole thing. You expose yourself to this, and then you expose yourself again, and you expose yourself again, and it gives you this natural high afterwards. See, I have the same feeling riding up here on the bike that I had during the 13th story asylum when I faced the Annabelle demon face to face. Every time I would go up to that 13th story asylum, I would get this thrill. The boy knows all about the thrill seeking. You gotta have some sort of thrill. I'm gonna get back before I have it's starting to get windy. Before I have an all-on, straight-on panic attack. Produce hysteria, produce anxiety, produce fear. See, I don't want my body at the bottom of the ocean. I don't know why. It's an illogical pattern of thought, but I don't know why. Alright. Before I collapse and faint here, which would be dangerous, let me get the heck on out of here. It's like Hades Lake up in here. Howdy. Thank you for the exposure therapy. My name, you've been blurred. Over and under, chowderhead. Okay, I thought that you would want to see me walk back. It's windier on the way back, man, I'm telling you. It's gonna blow me right over. It's not funny, man. It's like not Alice in Wonderland, like the Wizard of... Something died over here. It's all blood. It's fish guts. It's not a crime scene. I'm like a forensics expert. I make it look like nothing ever happened there, man. I'll just tell you that much. Let's get back. I'm starting to get a little woozy over here. Let's get the heck on out of here. Ocean is a scary, mystical place, another crime scene. You see the gnats and all that. Here we gotta turn the corner, yes. Almost back to where, oh, that's another part of the exposure therapy, is after you go through the exposure. You feel immense gratitude. Maybe you think, well, God has kind of had my back my entire life. You know, he did kick my ass, and he does punish me constantly. Like dang Constantine up in here. Constant, steadfast. Constant. Consistently. Yep. There's the bike. Now I'll show you this humdinger of a butte. Wait, let's get a good look at this bad boy that God gave me. I better press record. Thank you for hanging out. Adios, mi amigos. Manto a caballo.